YouTube, how are you doing? And welcome back to Phasmophobia. Today we got an insanely exciting announcement about a massive new update coming to Phasmophobia with the Grafton rework, as well as a teaser for the new map. It is now finally being revealed in this dev preview right here that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Let's just hop right in. Welcome back, Ghost Hunters. We've got some news for you. It is time for our latest development preview where we peel back the curtain on just some of what we've been working on for the coming months of Phasmophobia. This time around, we're focused on maps, including Phasmophobia's next brand new map. Here it is, Neil's Diner. Now, we got pictures and concept art of this map coming up soon, by the way, so just give me a moment, as well as giving you details on when you can expect to explore the reworked Grafton farmhouse. Let's get to it. Grafton farmhouse rework. To kick things off, we're excited to announce that our reworked Grafton farmhouse will be launching on August 12th, 2025. It is real, guys. They're actually going into overdrive with these updates. This is extremely exciting because we were all tired of the console rework or the console update delays, and we were like, okay, now it's done. Let's show us the updates, and boom, there they go with the updates. So this is very exciting. We had the really cool media rework update, which I absolutely love still. I'm still learning new things. I'm still basically relearning the game and being good at taking all the photos, getting all the audio recording, and it just adds so much to do to the game that I really loved. So getting another update so soon after that is very exciting for all platforms. We're so excited for players to experience this new look map, which now offers a completely different experience. Excuse me, a completely different experience to its sister farmhouse and recently reworked. Yeah, so the Bleastil farmhouse obviously also got a rework recently. Check out some of the screenshots below. Okay, so are those in here? Or do I... No. I'm going to show you these screenshots. All right, here we go. I put them in paint so we can inspect them more closely. So the idea of Grafton, the new rework, is that it, I think, stays a small map. Unlike Bleastil, which became a media map, I think Grafton is trying to be a small map still because they're trying to focus on small maps. I think Dan, also the DK, the lead developer of the game and the CEO of Kinetic Games, he shared that they're going to be focusing more on small maps, which Neil's Diner will also be a small map, which I love because I am a mostly solo player, and small maps are the best maps for solo gameplay. So yeah, you can see this plays absolutely sucks in the best way because it is broken down completely. So the idea is Bleastil is the really nice fancy farmhouse mansion for rich people that are still living there but are just encountering some ghosts, whereas this one is the totally rundown piece of shit place that hasn't been seen, that hasn't been lived in years. Now it's only been lived in by ghosts. So yeah, you can see, I hope it's, if you're watching this with bright lights in the background, you might not see it because it's a little dark, but we have broken down railings and everything. I can also, wait, if I increase the brightness here, you might be able to see it even on some more bright situations. You can see the roof is entirely broken. I wonder what that's gonna do to the temperature in this map, because if this is like gonna be an outside map, basically, we're gonna have like Camp Woodwind shenanigans where it's gonna be really hard to find the ghost. So that might be very interesting. Now, this is not just the only photo. We also got this one right here. You can see completely broken down living or a dining room table with paintings laying out. This is gonna be so fun to like see around. I see the bathtub coming through the roof over here. That looks extremely dangerous. That looks like you would not want to be in this place. What do we got here? But once again, let's make it bright. Oh God, maybe a little too bright. We have just like an old clock. My cat's screaming at me. 1 second. Say bye to the video. Look at this cute cat. Isn't she adorable? Anyway, moving on. So yeah, broken down dining room. Get out of here. We also have, so this is gonna be just a completely broken open section of the upstairs area where the roof is just completely collapsed, which I assume that is gonna mean that it will be pretty cold in there, because if they stick to the like temperature making sense theme, that means that, I mean, the temperature would just be coming in. So yeah, it is gonna be completely busted, this map, which is gonna be so cool. A very different vibe to the very fancy looking Bleastil. Do we have something in the background here? It's so dark. We have a spooky, so this I think is upstairs where the roof, we have that like upstairs area where the bathroom, nursery, and the bedroom connect. I think that was that broken down section. And then here What is this? We just got like a spooky room upstairs that's slightly ajar. Something's gonna be behind there. Something's in there. A lot of carpets. I guess they had a lot of carpets everywhere. What do we got here? Oh, this is a different view. I do definitely need to keep... Oh my god, this is so dark still with this. We have the stair going up that we saw in a different angle before. This is... Okay, so it does look like they actually even made it smaller, maybe. Because this upstairs area was usually a really big thing. I mean, maybe it goes up here as well. Can't really see anything that's going on over here. This is just very, very dark. And then, yeah, just a bunch of things broken down, chandelier on the floor. And then I think this is our last picture before we go over to the Neil's Diner stuff, which I'll show in a second. And this is the front door. Yep. So we're going to be seeing this extremely soon. Now, I am recording this, as you can see, based on my clock here, 2 days before you're watching this video, because we got given this early so we could record the videos. But anyway, let's get back to the dev preview now. So yeah, those were all the pictures, this one being the last one, the front door of the really broken down place. Now home to the aftermath of something truly harrowing. Grafton Farmhouse has seen better days. Players conducting investigations will encounter a layout that, while feeling wholly familiar, offers a ton of new experiences as well as a brand new attic space. Okay, so there is an attic in Grafton right now where there's actually a mannequin standing on top, but you cannot get there, so maybe now we will actually be able to say hi to that mannequin finally. New interactions and much more, so there might be new stuff that the ghost will be able to interact with. To celebrate the launch of the reworked Grafton Farmhouse, we are partnering with our Kinetic Games partners to offer the community the chance to get an early sneak peek at the map via preview streams taking place on August 7th and 8th. Full details can be found by reading through this blog, link the partner blog. So I will be participating in this on August 7th at my usual time. I will start stream, and then we will play on Old Grafton for the first little bit of the stream. And then like halfway through the stream, I have a 2-hour window where I am allowed to play on the new map and show the new map, which is going to be very, very exciting. So yeah, this Thursday, we will be playing on the new map. Hope to see you there. Anyway, let's keep going. We're also excited to announce this as well, our next round of Twitch drops, marking the occasion. The below drops will be available in both a foil animated format as well as a standard format. Timings for the drops can be found below. So we got the foil animated format of this, which we can't see obviously because this is just an image, available during Kinetic Games partner Phasmophobia streams only on August 7th and August 8th. So this is a very tight window for the first one. So yeah, my stream, I will be playing Phasmo on Thursday, of course, on August 7th. So that will be your chance to get it from my stream. But there's going to be a lot of other people, a lot of other Kinetic partners playing as well, both on the 7th as well as on the 8th. Most of the people were playing on the 7th. So you want to be at it early if you care about these badges. Maybe you don't give a heck at all. And then the standard badge will be available from any Phasmophobia stream hosted by a creator that has enrolled in the campaign. So this, I think... it doesn't say the time frame here, but this is it does it say here. Please note the drops available via Kinetic partner streams will able to be earned will only appear on your account once Grafton has launched on August 12th. Okay, so that's gonna maybe be some confusion, obviously. So yeah, this badge, we got the wolf badge, I think. And like, I don't know, this is broken down. It's maybe gonna go up and down or glow in the background. It's like a broken down piece of wood or something here and on the side. The Reaper badge. Earn the animated version by watching Kinetic Games partner stream 7th and 8th. So yeah, that's a very tight window. I wish they would have maybe done this window longer, like just extended even a little bit after the 12th, because there's going to be a lot of people that won't be seeing this, obviously, especially because it's such a limited amount. Like every streamer only gets 2 hours. Now, I think it also applies for the time... Like, the Phasmo that I played that's not on the new update sneak peek will also count towards the badge. So yeah, just be there at normal time on stream on Thursday. Write it in your agenda. Well, anyway, here we go. I just clicked the arrow key, but here we are. Oh, it's Nell's Diner. I read it wrong. I thought it was Neil's Diner. Whoops. Nell's Diner. I'm sorry, devs. Opening soon. Nell's Diner, serving the city of Tuscan. Tuscan? Isn't I don't know. It sounds Italian, but it looks not Italian. Maybe it is. Anyway, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our next map for Phasmophobia will be Nell's Diner, inspired by classic American diners. So we saw a blurred out version of this screenshot right here, and people were theory crafting that it was going to be some kind of gas station or something because of this looking like there could be like the gas prices on here. I mean, you couldn't really see anything. It was super blurred out, but yeah, it's a diner instead. Nels will offer something completely new for ghost hunters. We know how popular the game's smaller maps are with players. Very much so, allowing for quicker but intense investigations full of memorable moments. And this new location, while slightly larger than Tanglewood, falls in line with that design. Well, Tanglewood is the smallest map, so if it's slightly larger than Tanglewood, it's gonna be a tiny map. When it comes to introducing new maps to the game, one of our first thoughts is always, where should this take place? This combined with what we know is popular among players means we're able to narrow our thoughts down, and Nell's Diner is a great example of exploring something brand new while still making sure we're starting off on the right foot for the player experience. So I really like that they are seemingly focused more on small maps, because we have the only small, well, I guess Camp would win this well, but I don't really play on that very often. But like Willow Street House was a small map they released after the main release of the game, which I think is a fantastic map. And then obviously, you know what I think about Point Hope. Even though it's a somewhat smaller map, I still don't think it's not in my regular rotation of maps. So I still, to this day, on my regular rotation, play on maps that have been in the game since the very first early access release of this game. I still mostly play on those maps and not on the like newer maps that have been released since then, because they're usually on the larger side. So I'm excited to see them finally committing to these more smaller locations and releasing those, because they are like the lifeblood of Phasmophobia, in my opinion. And there's been a lot of, whenever you ask people like, what do you want to see in Phasmophobia, they always go like large, like an amusement park, an entire graveyard, a massive cathedral. Like they go like super big. And as fun as those locations would be, they would have the same problems. Even though it would be fun to look at, I probably personally wouldn't really be visiting them all that often. So I'm really excited to see a small map that is very unique to explore for us very soon here. I don't know if they're going to say a date, but let's keep reading. When it comes to introducing new okay, no, it's still on the same on the right foot for the player experience. The diner itself is found stood along a winding desert highway, immediately serving up Phasmophobia's trademark sense of dread and curiosity. Our team have really explored something new for Phasmophobia with this map, and we can see it quickly becoming a favorite among players. While we won't go into too many details today, we wanted to give you an idea of what to expect when Nell's Diner opens later this year. Okay, so we don't know when. So the Grafton rework is the update that's coming like extremely soon, within a week, or in a week. And this one is coming later. Note, as Nell's Diner is currently a work in progress, the following details may change between now and launch. Okay, so is this... Oh, there's more. I do have screenshots of this that I will show you in a second, but let's finish reading this. As mentioned, Nell's Diner is a smaller map. This means we've been able to create a more focused but dense experience for players. The map itself will consist of 13 unique rooms, 11 of which will be possible ghost rooms, okay. Throughout, players will be able to find a host of new interactable objects, plenty of looping spots, as well as, of course, places to hide from the ghosts during a hunt. The rooms themselves offer contrasting lighting. The fronting dining area, for example, is appropriately lit, whereas the back of the house staff areas are run down, dingy, and have, in general, seen better days, while outside neon lights illuminate the area. One room we are in particularly excited about is the freezer, which throws a curveball at players when identifying the ghost. How can you know if a ghost is present somewhere that's permanently cold? Okay, I see. That's good. So these two maps might both change the gameplay quite heavily. If it's going to be always like somewhat chilly, or like based on the outside temperature in the areas of Grafton that are like connected to the outside because the walls are broken down, and here you have the freezer, that's gonna give a curveball to the players. Another element we're excited for players to experience with Nell's Diner is our environmental storytelling, as seen by both the scene outside as well as the recently abandoned diner itself, where food still sits warm. Okay, that must be very recently abandoned then. And tables are cluttered with plates and cutlery. Something awful has taken place. What exactly has happened is, of course, up to you as a community to piece together. We're excited to hear your theories. Okay, actual game theory stuff here going on. Excuse me. We're gonna get like... because the only real storytelling that's in like any map is like the Patient 07, the like Lisa story. We call her Lisa. That's not an official name by the dev team. We just named her Lisa, and it's kind of stuck. The like the girl with the hair over her eyes with the like patient uniform that's laying in the morgue in the Sunny Meadows asylum map, all the way downstairs to the left. There's a girl laying there, and if you go to like an isolation cell that's close by, there is, if you have a UV light, you can see like a bunch of UV drawings on the wall that's presumably been drawn by the person. So yeah, that's like the only real story of like a person inhabiting a space that's ever been in Phasmophobia, so I'm excited to see more stuff like that, especially with the movie coming up at some point. I don't know when, that probably years down the line. It would be fun if some of the stories that are going to be there are also going to be in the game in some way. But anyway, where was I? We're excited to hear your theories. At launch, we'll be looking forward to your feedback on this new map, what is working for you, as well as things that could be improved. We'll share full release details for Nell's Diner closer to the time, so stay tuned for more information in the coming weeks and months. We are hard at work on what remains of the 2025 roadmap for Phasmophobia, including our player character update, and putting plans in place for what will be a really exciting 2026 for Phasmophobia, Kinetic Games, and the community as a whole. Stay tuned to our social channels and this blog for all latest news on Phasmophobia and more. Thank you for all your support throughout the year so far. In September of this year, Phasmophobia celebrates its 5th anniversary, and we're putting together plans to celebrate this in a big way. We hope you join us for that by sharing your stories from the last 5 years of ghost hunting with us, as we will be with you. All right, cool. Now, for us, we still need to check those screenshots. Give me a second. All right, so this was the front screenshot. Now you can see, this is amazing concept art, by the way. It almost, I thought this was like a screenshot from the game, but this is like a drawing, but probably a really good representation of what it's gonna look like in the game. So yeah, we have a diner, a classic diner in the middle of the desert. These, I don't know, I think I haven't talked about it in a while, but I used to talk about it nonstop, so people got tired of it. But I've been to the US several times on vacations, and one of the most like fascinating things about it is just these like buildings that are like hubs of people in the middle of absolute fucking nowhere in the like desert. It was so fascinating. You'll like drive on just an empty road, fucking wasteland to your right, wasteland to your left, and then you're like keep driving, and then suddenly like a building pops up where you can stop, and there's just like people that are there, even though you've been driving for kilometers one side, driving for kilometers on another side. There's just this like gas station in the middle of nowhere that like looks pretty good. So places like that are very, they have like a nostalgic feeling for me because I went as a child. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one, especially given that it's exactly a place like that. So, okay, this was the first picture, Dan. I think it picks up from here. So yeah, we got the back, we got a, what is this? Third Eye Dio, I think is their Dio logo on the back. Beware behind you. Oh God. And then we have, yo, this is good art, man. Yeah, obviously you can probably come in through the back, I would assume. I don't think this is gonna be a ghost room. I think this room is gonna, or this door is gonna lock when you get in. Then we have the hallway. Yo, this looks kind of nice. A little dark, of course, but oh no, this is part of the diner because you can see the bathrooms, which are probably the public bathrooms. This almost looked like, I guess there's going to be stuff here. I don't know what's behind us right now, but this almost looks like a hotel in a way. But yeah, this is very motel, or is it a motel? It's a diner, right? No, it's a diner. Yeah, this type of weird checkerboard pattern. What do we got? We have a toilet that seemingly could use a little love because there is shit everywhere. It's disgusting. All those papers on the floor. Probably very stinky in here. Hopefully we'll get to flush the toilets with an actual animation finally, because the only toilets you can flush in Phasmo are the ones that are closed, because then they don't have to do a flushing animation. But maybe now that we have a proper new map with a toilet section, we get an actual toilet flushing animation. Who knows? So one can dream. Then we have offices with TVs that might be new interactables, where creepy shit's gonna show up. We got a Newton's Cradle, I think that's what that's called. I hope you can actually clink, clunk, clink, clunk. I assume you can. they like tease some of these interactables. Voicemail, cursed voicemail, that would be sick. The calls coming from inside the building, maybe something on the TV that shows up. So yeah, the office section here. Then we have the kitchen area, which hopefully is a little clean, but probably there will be some rats scuttling about. Who knows? Gordon Ramsay, don't tell him. This actually looks really nice. I mean, it looks relatively clean in this shot, but this is concept art, so you don't know how stinky it's gonna be when you actually get there. But a very spacious kitchen. Holy. And then the front here. This looks so good. What the hell? Oh, this is cheese. Cheese. $1,400 cheese? My God, man. What did it say? The 3 Michelin stars over here? Grec. You can have some Grec. Grec, is this real? Anyway, I'm assuming that's Greek. There's a lot of different options here. We got pie of the day, apple with cream. I know, by the way, that this is $1,450 and not $1,400. Don't at me in the comments. We got cake everywhere. Sodas with totally not references to actual soda labels. Totally not copyright free, you know. This is a cool looking diner. Do we have any? We don't have a shot from like the main dining area. I mean, I guess this is the most important screenshots here with the front. This is gonna be interesting. I assume you can loop around this, for example. That's gonna be an insanely wide looping spot for the ghosts. I hope there's going to be decent enough lighting here because it looks really dark, but they said that the front was going to be properly lit, because what's really important for a looping spot is that there's proper lighting, because then you can turn on those lights and make the hunt like a lot more bearable rather than just looping in the dark. That's one of the main reasons looping often doesn't work for people, is because they don't turn on the lights. So you need to turn on the breaker and make sure the room is lit, because if you are looping in the dark, it's going to be a lot harder. Anyway, that's it. That's extremely exciting. So we have both. This is coming very soon on the 12th, the Grafton Farmhouse rework, which is amazing. And then this, we have no date. We have no date on when it's exactly coming, but I'm really happy about the theme of the map. Let me know. Are you happy about the theme of the map? I guess I kind of just assumed people were, because I think this is I personally love this idea. I didn't know anything about it. They've been doing... I've been like out of the loop a little bit, because the developer shared some stuff with Kinetic Games Partners, but I'm just trying to stay as blind as possible, because I want to try and like have these experiences shared with you guys. This was literally, I started recording this today. This is the first time I've seen it. I have not seen this any time before. So I am excited. I am happy about the theme of the map. I'm happy it's a small map. I think it's cool to be in like the middle of nowhere, desert, where there's this like creepy diner that's been abandoned because of ghosts. So yeah, let me know, and let me know if any other themes you can think of that are small maps that would also fit in line with Phasmophobia. Maybe like a boat map. I think a boat map could work, like a little dock area, like a little like a lakeside house that is like a small house at the lake that goes like out into a garden that has a little dock on it with like a somewhat fancy boat with like a bedroom in it where the ghost could also be. I think that could be personally a really cool map as well, because they need to be small if we want people to actually play on them very often, which I think is obviously important. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let me know what you thought. I'm excited. See you on Thursday the 7th if you want to get your drops, as well as just seeing the new map. Hope to see you there. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the live streams, you can join us over at twitch.tv/Instagram. Get the link in the description down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.